Hello everybody. Today we're going to be learning how to take your old laptop or desktop and breathe new life into it by flashing a Linux distro onto it. Today we're going to be doing Lubuntu, which is a lightweight Ubuntu flavor, which is a Linux distribution. You can take your old laptops and desktops that are just kind of sitting in the corner and gathering dust and making you feel really sad when you look over at them, just doing nothing, all that wasted potential. But what you can do is you can breathe new life into it using Linux. So we're going to do that today. Really quickly, why you'd want to do this is, like I said, breathe new life into it. Your old hardware, it can't be updated with the new operating systems, which makes it insecure and not really usable. Linux is less resource intensive and it uses less overhead, which means that you can take your old machines that are running slowly, make them run faster and better, and as I said before, more secure, which is a big thing. The other thing is it's open source, it's free. Which is awesome. I'm a big believer in open source. We are standing on the shoulders of giants, and it's also highly customizable. It's great for learning, and you can even make them into a home server or a developer environment if you want to develop on another machine. So what we're going to do is let's see, we're going to be using Lubuntu, which is a lightweight Ubuntu distribution. Let's see what we can do. So, first of all, let's go find Lubuntu. And in Google, it's the first thing that pops up. Go into Downloads. And then here you'll see there's the LTS versions. What we're going to do is, since my computer is a 64-bit. It's a 2009 MacBook Pro, which is what we're going to be reviving today. So what you want to do is go down here, and if yours is a 64-bit like mine, which I'm guessing that most of yours should be, unless your computer is just really old. And so what you can do is go in here, click on this, and that'll start the download for the ISO image. And usually you'd probably want to verify the integrity using the SHA hash. With this link right here, it's going to give you an already verified version of that. So I have already downloaded that, so we don't have to sit through that. The second thing that you're going to need is Etcher. Go back here, if you just do Etcher, you'll find that's the first one on there as well. Go down to download Etcher and choose which one you need for your computer. I'm doing this one on a old-ish Mac to flash everything, which means that I am going to do the X64 download. If you have the Mac, the Apple Silicon newer computers, you need to do the ARM64. If you're using Windows, go ahead and choose whichever Windows one you want. And if you're using Windows, sorry. So I've already downloaded this as well. What we're going to do is open up Etcher. Make sure you have a USB stick that is, I think, at least 2 gigabytes you'll probably need. I've already inserted that into my computer. So what you're going to do is flash from file, go in and choose whichever file wherever you saved the ISO image, and then select your target, which will be your USB, and then press flash, and it'll be as easy as that. I, on the other hand, am a sucker for the command line. So what I'm going to do is do it the old school way. We're going to use the terminal, and once that's up, all right. So make sure that your USB is plugged in, and then run disk-util list. This is going to be different if you're working on a Windows, and why would you be working on Windows anyways? So it looks like I've got the USB on disk 2. Then we're going to run disk-util mount disk and dev disk 2. Right, once that is successful, we are going to use the dd command to write the ISO to the USB. We're going to need to use sudo if, and then this is going to be the path to your wherever you stored the ISO image. Desktop. Okay, so we've got that, and then there we go. That's the ISO image that I have for that. And so once you've got that in there, we go to tools, and then point it at where your USB is on your machine. I'm going to do BS equals M. Make sure that your super secure password is not going to be working. So let me try this again. All right, cool. I did not forget my password. All right, so now that is flashing onto the USB drive. And once that is finished, we are going to take that USB drive and we are going to plug it into the old computer and breathe that new life into it and boot up our sweet, sweet Linux distro. So once that is finished, I'm going to switch over to a new camera and we're going to put that into the new computer, or the old computer, and make it a new computer. Alright, so first of all, you're going to want to get that USB stick and put it in your computer. Make sure your computer starts in the off position. And then when you boot it up, you're going to want to hold the option button on a Mac. I'm not sure how to do this on Windows. Also not sure how long you want to be holding the option button, so I just held it for a little bit until that popped up. Then you're going to want to select the USB using the arrow buttons. There you go. And once you press enter, it might take a couple seconds. Be patient. You'll see this screen and then it'll switch to this screen. You do want to boot into safe graphics mode or install safe graphics mode if your computer is like mine, kind of older, because the NVIDIA graphics chip in there is not compatible with the full version. But it seems like the safe graphics installation version or whatever works just fine, and the graphics seem fine to me. And so some of these screens will take a few minutes. Some of them 5 minutes, some of them like 15 minutes. So you just kind of have to be patient and let it boot up. Luckily, I have my USB there, kind of blinking, letting me know that something's working. Then you're going to come up into this screen. There you go. It is recommended to try Lubuntu first to see if it actually works on your machine. I did not do this my first time around, so I had to learn the hard way that my graphics chip was not going to work. When you get up to this one, this will take you straight into the installation process. Let's see, yeah, that's just a screen to let you know that you're not connected to the internet. First, you're going to want to choose your time zone. then it's going to take you into what is it? The language, yeah. Or see, this is the keyboard setup. Default works just fine. And I do apologize, the top of the screen was cut off because of how I had to record this. Then you choose if you want to do a manual partitioning or partition it at all. I just did a full reset where it deletes all of your data on your computer and installs Lubuntu because I didn't really want any of the data left over. And then you got to set up your user, choose your username and your password. And let's see, I'm not going to show you my password. Once that's done, it's going to take you to the summary page, and you can take a look at that and make sure everything looks good to you. After that, you press install. Install now. And this page, this installation can take anywhere from like 15 to, it seems like 25 to maybe 30 minutes. So this took a while. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because that would be real boring. But I will take this chance to tell you about my software developer shirt, aka Looking for Work. I have these shirts available on my website, randallthomastech.com, and they are super soft. Right, so once it's all done, you're going to want to restart your computer. And it'll restart it for you. One thing that I read and just did not do was when you restart your computer, you do want to take out your USB drive, and it'll give you a little warning like that. Please remove the installation medium, then press enter. And you have to be real fancy when you press enter. All right, and then it's going to start the boot up process. This screen right here can take a few minutes, so I should be cutting this a little bit short, hopefully soon. And then, let's see, yep, when you get to this screen, you're going to want to actually press enter, because the first time around I did not. I just let the timer run out, and it went through this screen, which takes another few minutes. And then restart it again to go back to that screen where you choose Ubuntu. So I guess at least for me, I had to actually press enter for it to run through the installation all the way, or the boot up all the way. And again, this screen is just a black screen within a blue screen. There was no text or anything on there, which was kind of confusing. And it'll take probably around 5 minutes or so. Then you get this thing, which I'm sure was not really planned. And this screen here can also take another like 3 or 5 minutes. This whole process, if you do it all correctly the first time, can still take around 30, 45 minutes or so. So, you know, if you have a few hours to do this, then I would recommend like kind of blocking out some time for this to happen. All right, and this screen pops up. At least for me, the graphics looked a little weird. There was text on there that wasn't readable, but this is where you enter your password for your user. Once you have your password set, you just press enter, and it'll take a couple seconds. So just wait for it to finally boot up into the screen. And then there you have it. You have Lubuntu on your MacBook Pro. Let's show you a little bit. Just kind of look around for a second, make sure everything's working. So far, everything's worked really well for me. And I'll be working on getting the Wi-Fi driver for Broadcom all set and ready in there so I can actually use the Wi-Fi on there. But at this point, you're ready to go. So thank you for watching my tutorial, and I hope this helps somebody out. Again, this This installation does not come with the Wi-Fi driver installed that it needs, at least for my computer. It might work on a little bit newer MacBooks, and then and also you have to do the safe graphics installation to make it all work correctly, because the NVIDIA graphics card is not compatible with the full installation. But again, this installation seems to be just fine, and I'll be adding a bunch of different packages and things that I want in there. So again, thanks for watching. Go pick up a t-shirt if you want to, and I'll see you guys next time.